we're going to be looking at can you beat Skyrim as level 1 only? Like, so just being level 1 going throughout the whole game of Skyrim and seeing if you can beat it without leveling up. This is by the Spiffing Brit. He's a pretty popular YouTuber. He got like 3 million subs. And we're going to check out his gameplay, man. So let's go ahead and get it started.
Money making season and being broke is treason.
Yes, you do hardly any damage. Terry shouted them. Hit him with a angry shout. Oh my goodness, goodbye, Wolfie boy. Right, well, we're going to suplex to the ground. What happened, Terry? What was that maneuver? That was incredible. Welcome to Skyrim, everyone's absolutely favorite game of all time, created by the most beautiful being in the entire known universe. And
it's a great game.
Todd Howard. Now, Skyrim is absolutely everyone's favorite RPG game, but the issue is an RPG game usually means you have to level up and improve. That's right, you might start as a low-level archer or warrior, but by the end of the game you're going to be a high-level dude doing critical hits, maybe even swinging a sword that you made yourself using the smithing tree. And guess what? That's probably absolutely overpowered. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, I try and limit my power by restricting myself to beating this game at level 1. But not just level 1, because that's far too easy. Instead, I will not be gaining a single ounce of experience. This is effective.
No experience at all? How is that even possible? Because in Skyrim, the way you level up and the way you gain experience is that every action you do is tied to a certain skill, and the more you do those actions, the more experience you get. So for instance, they got one-handed sword skills, two-handed sword skills. So if you pick up a sword, one-handed or two-handed, you know, like a great sword, if you attack somebody with that sword, you're going to level up your sword skill. Or if you pick up a shield and you block attacks at any point during the game, you level up your blocking skill. They also got like sneak skills. So if you ever sneak, crouch by an enemy and sneak around them, that levels up your sneak skill. So you can earn experience. You literally earn experience by doing stuff. So how would he go through the whole game using the mechanics of the game and not earning any experience? I don't know how you even do that, but we're gonna go ahead and see what he do to do that.
Instead, I will not be gaining a single ounce of experience. This is effectively a level 0 challenge. That means I can't use any weapons, any skills, or any armor. This is the true ultimate test of a Skyrim player's abilities. And so naturally, we will be beating the game in the most perfectly balanced of ways, with absolutely no exploits whatsoever. So let's sit back, relax, grab a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea.
This is really possible?
Feeling especially fantastic, you can even like the video. And let's dive into a brand new world and adventure in Skyrim. Bethesda Game Studios presents, it's the lovely world of Skyrim. It's good to be back with a brand new character as well this time, because we want to make this a true level 1 experience, and that means no stats, no improvements whatsoever, no armor, no swords, because the issue is if I were to swing a sword or even sneak, I will gain experience.
Yeah,
and that experience will make me theoretically level up. Now, a lot of level 1 challenges, you are just quite simply level 1. You just never gain the increases in health or mana, and you don't pick any perks, but you can still say hit destruction level 100, which is going to make your destruction magic more powerful. Consequently, that's illegal by my books. Now, as you can see, we start out the game at level 1 with absolutely 0 experience whatsoever. We are a true slate, a tabula rasa, so to speak. And what the hell is happening with the carriage, for goodness sake? Skyrim. We might be on release number 47, but that still doesn't mean the intro doesn't have a few bugs, because a rabbit randomly wandered into the starting area. Anyway, let's go make ourselves a hero. Now, we encounter a very complicated situation right here, which is that we need to pick a character that represents us and also allows us to maintain this level 1 challenge.
A Rhaegar,
in the easiest
dark
way
elf
possible. And that means, of course, we have to play as a
Khajiit?
Sorry, I mean a Khajiit. There we go. Yes, a cat person. And the reasoning is very simple. In a world where we can't use any weapons, unarmed claw attacks are going to be the highest base damage weapon we can have access to. So that means
so you want to use the claw attacks. That makes sense. Because if he can't use a weapon, because he's going to... But then, don't one-arm claw attacks, don't that count as one-handed skill? because your one-handed skill goes up by picking up like a sword or a mace or something, or anything that goes in one hand and hitting somebody with it. I thought your unarmed claw attacks counted as one-handed skill. I mean, I guess it don't if he's about to use it, but I always thought that it did. Maybe something changed.
Claw attacks are going to be the highest base damage weapon we can have access to. So that means we're naturally going to pick a Khajiit. So let's create our Skyrim fursona.
One furry later.
Now we've created him, the greatest boy of all. It's Tony the Tiger. Although, wait, no, hang on a second. That's illegal copyright. Okay, it's Tony the Tiger's evil twin brother. That's right. It's Terry the Tiger. Ooh, he's legally distinct, unlike his brother owned by the Kellogg Company. He's going to be absolutely perfect. He's beautiful. He's orange. And he has, of course, been in many a fight with Tony when it came to the inheritance of their parents' estate. Sadly, Terry did not win and so was consequently banished to the lands of Skyrim. However, today we shall free him of the world of Skyrim by making him the most powerful level 1 being in the universe. So, let's begin. Alright, we're summoned up next to die. Lovely stuff, but don't worry, we're going to be saved by a dragon. Lovely Dragon Ex Machina has begun and the pussycat has been freed from the confines of its limitations. Alright, we have our job, and that is to quite simply escape and run very fast. So wabam, here we go.
I really want to see how he do this
now. Let's
without no experience.
Place. All right, now naturally we're not going to join the Stormcloak meme rebellion. We're going to actually side with the Imperials as always. Not that we're going to join them, of course, because we're going to be too busy just being generally awesome. Anyway, it's time for us to actually be released from our binds. And there we go. Our hands are now unbind, and Terry the Tiger is ready to fight. Now, ready, the game wants us to pick up items, but in reality we can't have any. No armor, no, because you see, this right here is light armor. If we were to wear it and be hit by anything, we'd gain experience. This is an iron sword. It's one-handed. If we were to swing it and hit anything, we would gain experience. This means we can have absolutely nothing, but guess what, we can also press tab and access magic. We could use flames, we could use healing, we could even use night eye. But no, these first two here are part of magic schools like destruction and restoration. They will provide us with experience, meaning we cannot use them. We can, however, use claws, which will do 15 points of unarmed damage, and as there isn't a dedicated unarmed skill tree, that means we can't gain experience for them, which is perfect. We're going to go open up this lovely doorway, and it's time for us to start.
I really thought it was the one-handed skill tree.
Ouch, ouch, you are very angry, but don't worry, 3 regular hits and anyone will go down. Oh my goodness, Terry, please, the violence. Think of the children. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, don't worry. Khajiits in the early game are kind of ridiculously overpowered because of their ability just to punch everything. Anyway, lovely, let's continue on. Alright, we can punch this Stormcloak soldier, and then punch this Stormcloak soldier, and
it's just a naked cat knocking people out.
Equally, I can't read pretty much
a big naked cat
around just in case they happen to be books that give me experience. The risk is quite simply too high. Anyway, I'm just going to quite simply run through most of the tutorial area because, quite frankly, we don't need to wait for Hadvar. He's simply too slow. Now, the worst part for this challenge is, of course, that pretty much everything counts as a weapon, from the mighty longbows to the axes to even the fork and knife, which can actually be obtained via very complicated methods, meaning the only weapon we can use are our fists, and also, I suppose, shouts can also count as a way to murder people, although it will just take a long while. So we need to make our character as strong as possible so that it becomes viable for us to actually beat the game. In order to do that, we need our fists and our power. And what the hell just happened there? Right now, we're going to hop in the carriage and make our way all the way over to Dawnstar, and then waltz on down to Morphel as we've got some power to gain. So let's go on a carriage journey. And away we go. Now we've made our way all the way over to Dawnstar to try and do one very important thing, and that is gain money. Of course, we're going to go over here to the secret exploit chest, which has never been removed, and try and get ourselves some money. 750 gold.
I love that chest, man. That chest, that's an dang, what city is that? That's in Dawnstar. It's in Dawnstar. And then the other chest that's up under not Solitude, but it's up under Whiterun, where you gotta go to like by the entrance to the right, and then you gotta hop on that barrel, then you hop outside the city while still be unloaded into the city, and then you can go around to the dang, what's the name of that place? I'm forgetting all the names. You go around to the Skyforge, and you can go up under the city and get to that chest too. Then you can come back up through the ground I love doing that chest and the Dawnstar chest. It's another chest too, but I forgot how to get to it. But those two chests, I always hit them up whenever I play Skyrim, man. You got to. It's just too much good stuff. You get so much money. You get so many items. It's some good exploits.
Over here to the secret exploit chest, which has never been removed, and try and get ourselves some money. 750 gold is rather good, and these potions of healing will do nicely. So with the chest now looted, it's time for us to go and actually get ourselves the next stone of power, which is going to buff the heck out of us. The stone in question sits around about here, and it is the Lord Stone, ladies and gentlemen. Right, welcome back. I've made my way all the way over this lovely location. It's not that far from Dawnstar, and it's also rather close to Morphel. This is the Lord Stone. We're resistant to both magicka and physical damage for the entirety of the duration that we have this thing equipped. As you can see,
I never used that stone.
2 sets of 50 points of damage resistance and will resist 25% of magic. Considering we can't put on any armor, this is actually ridiculously useful. So now we've made ourselves harder to kill, all we need to do next is to make ourselves more powerful when it comes to combat. In order to do that, we're going to have to do a little bit of adventuring, but first I want to test my newfound abilities, and that's going to involve going inside this crypt. What's in here, I have absolutely no idea, but
this make me want to replay Skyrim again.
Yep, there you go. There's some wolves. Right.
For the freaking, I don't know, 100th time, I want to replay Skyrim. Because I got it. I bought Skyrim on the PS3, on the PS4, on PC. Yeah, I got Skyrim Special Edition on PS4. I got Skyrim regular edition on the PS3 and all the DLC. Then I got Skyrim Special Edition. No, I got Skyrim Legendary Edition on PC, which then turned into the Special Edition for free. So I bought Skyrim for 3 different systems, man. And on each system, I made at least like 20 characters on each system, especially PS3. I ain't had nothing else to do, and this game was so long that you can play it for so long that, man, I made at least 20, 30 characters on PS3 alone. Then on PS4, they had mods. Mods got introduced. So I made another 20, 30 fucking characters on that. And then on PC, with even more mods than the PS4, because the PS4 mods was limited. So I had even more mods on PC. Man, hundreds. I made at least 100 characters. I ain't gonna hold you. But just seeing anybody play Skyrim, bro, it made me want to play it again, man. It's such a good game.
Absolutely no idea, but it's probably something that wants to get beaten up. Yep, there you go. Look, there's some wolves. Right, and punch, you're dead. And yes, it can do a little bit of damage to me, but it's definitely not going to win. So we've become harder to kill. Now we just need to actually make ourselves more powerful. And in order to do that, we have 2 ways. Way number 1 is to go down the route of the shouts and use shouts to defeat most of our enemies. And way number 2 is to improve our punchy damage. Now we're going to combine the 2 in order to create the most powerful creature possible.
Don't shouts count as magic?
Welcome back to Skyrim. Now, we've made our way over to Bleakfall's Barrow because I need to go and do the tutorial quest, get the Dragon Stone, just so that I can start learning the lovely Fusrodar Word of Power, as I believe this will be our first step on the way of true strength. Oh, hello there, angry bandit boy. Yes, throat punches for you. Oh, wow. We are mighty
He's
powerful.
still naked,
anyway,
man.
Let's go complete this tutorial
He could at least put on some regular clothes.
Bleakfall's Barrow, so naturally we need to go fight the final boss of Bleakfall's Barrow. He's just here, so we're just gonna go and beat him up in his little coffin. But first, the OG word of power, Fus, and then we shall learn Fusrodar and be a true Chad. Anyway, you need to die now, my friend. So I'm just gonna have to chug some potions in order to actually counter him. So let's chug some stamina potions, and now let us do our kitty cat claws. Yes, look at our kitty cat claws go, and kitty cat claws.
You're getting hit with the skippy pads.
Lovely. Well, we've almost killed the Overlord and he's dead. Fantastic. It really is as easy as that. Well, that's one quest complete. Now, sadly, we're very limited on the actual amount of loot we can do. For example, we can't actually open up any locked chests because that would level up our lockpicking. So we're definitely under loot generally, but it's okay. We've made our way out to Skyrim and we're ready to rumble. As I want to
Skyrim really makes you a hoarder with all the loot.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Some time has passed on our glorious journey. We've managed to attain a maxed out Fusrodar our shout, which is rather easy, and of course done it without actually gaining a single ounce of experience. But now we're in a prime position. We need to improve our shouts, and by that I mean we need to make sure we can cast them faster. And in order to do that, that means we have to go to Solitude, because we have one very guaranteed item right here, and that is
the Amulet of Talos.
Having his head lopped off over to our right. That's right, he is wearing an Amulet of Talos, and that bad boy is going to allow me to do some magical things. So we get to lovingly watch someone get decapitated again. Fantastic, lovely stuff. But most importantly, we can search him, which is exactly what we're going to do. And on his body is an Amulet of Talos, and taking this
fresh off his body,
the item. So that bad boy is now
his body's still warm. You gonna just steal it?
We have one Amulet of Talos. This bad boy we can equip. It doesn't add to our armor, and it will decrease the time between shouts by 20%. Now 20% is good, but it's not unlimited power, so we're going to need to get a few more of these bad boys. There's just one issue. That would involve me scouring the land, buying them off of merchants, and oh my, what a faff. Instead, what we're going to do is wait until tomorrow morning, and actually we might check out this lovely merchant here, because there is a chance that they will sell an additional Amulet of Talos, and this will make my life just a little bit easier. Now sadly we haven't found any item here that particularly tickles our fancy, so I will sadly have to reset our inventory. So let me kill her. Quick save, then whip out my fists, punch her, and then quite simply load that save in. And there we go, the trader's inventory has now just been reset. Oh, there's a ring of minor health here that would increase.
Yeah, so if you don't know, the glitch that he's doing is in Skyrim, every shop inventory is reset after 2 days of in-game time. They got a whole day and night cycle, 24 hours in the game. It's like, I don't know, 1 hour of real world time is like, I don't know, like 6 hours in the game or something like that. But anyway, so the shopkeepers get new inventory every 2 in-game days, or there's a bug or an exploit, you can call it or whatever, that if you check their items, they have nothing that you like, save your game, then kill them. If you kill them and then reload your save game, their inventory gets reset that way too. So you ain't got to wait the in-game 2 days to reset their inventory. So that's the glitch that he's doing, or exploit that he's doing.
The trader's inventory has now just been reset. Oh, there's a ring of minor health here that would increase our health by 20 points. That one might actually be useful. I mean, 20 extra health is useful, but it is most of my gold. Bugger it, why not? It's mine. Lovely stuff. Alright, so we're going to go back out into Solitude, and now we need to basically start mass duplicating an item or two. So now that we have the items we actually wish to duplicate, I've made my way over to Whiterun, which is my favorite location to duplicate items, with my trusty follower of Lydia. Now, we're going to start by duplicating just one of these items, the lovely Ring of Minor Health. We're just going to quite simply drop it down on the ground here and have Lydia pick it up. It really is as simple as that. So she's going to pick up the item, fantastic stuff, and then we're going to leave to Skyrim, immediately then open up the map, fast travel to somewhere else like the Whiterun stables, then immediately open up the map and fast travel back to Whiterun. And as we enter Whiterun, if everything has worked successfully, our lovely ring should still be down here on the floor, which it is right here. Lovely stuff, the Ring of Minor Health. But
I didn't even know about that one. So you could just duplicate anything? I didn't even know about that glitch, man.
And as we enter Whiterun, if everything has worked successfully, our lovely ring should still be down here on the floor, which it is right here. Lovely stuff, the Ring of Minor Health. But very interestingly, if we speak to Lydia right now and go into her inventory, oh my goodness, there's another Ring of Minor Health in here. But hang on a second, I have the Ring of Minor Health. Oh dear, now there's 2 of them. So we're going to take the one from Lydia, and now we have 2 Rings of Minor Health, but this doesn't exactly help us, as you can only really wear 1 ring at one time. It's not like I can wear 2 Rings of Minor Health and just yeet my stats up stupidly high. Or is it? Anyway, I'm going to start duplicating more Rings of Minor Health and Amulets of Talos, and I'll be back in a moment once I've managed to get myself a fair few of them. Right, okay, I've been doing some duplicating, and I've managed to get up to 7 Amulets of Talos and 8 Rings of Minor Health, which is absolutely fantastic. However, I need 1 last ring added to the collection before I will start using them to gain infinite power. power. And in order to get that ring, we need to come all the way down over here to Markov, which is very fun indeed. Oh my, wait, there's a fight going on here. Oh no, Margaret has died.
Shanked her.
Oh dear, what a crazy man. Anyway, now that we've made our way to Markov, all we need to do is make our way over to the Hall of the Dead. This is a very, very spicy location because it's going to allow us to start eating corpses, which is a very tasty snack indeed. We could pick the lock to go in, but instead we're going to go borrow a key from a dude called Verlus, and I'll be back in a little moment. So we come up here to this lovely, evil-looking Shrine of Archay. It's very, very dodgy, but hey, it's here. Now, effectively, Iola is a cannibal, and she's going to give us a little ring to help us with being a cannibal. Anyway, now we must clear a whole bunch of evil dead corpses from Breachcliff Cave, and we will have completed our adventure. It's going to be glorious. Ah, we did it. We've joined the cult of the best god, the one that involves eating people. Ah, this is exactly what Terry the Tiger wanted.
I think I joined her
so
like
we have
one
a very
time.
simple job. We have to go and speak to Verulus and bring him over here, effectively.
Through all of my
which shouldn't be
characters,
that
I only
difficult at
joined.
all. So
I only joined her one time because I just can't be no cannibal, bruh. Even though I made like 100 characters, ain't none of my characters being cannibal. We always killed her. Except for like maybe like the first or second time that I ever ran into her. I was like, huh, let's just do the questions to see what happens. But other than that, we always murked her because like we don't mess with no cannibals, man.
speak to Verulus and bring him over here, effectively, which shouldn't be that difficult at all. So let's go find him. Ah, hello there, brother. Right, I need you in my travels. Okay, so now that we have our brand new friend of Brother Verulus here, we're going to take him into the dank old cave and take him over to the shrine because he's gonna love the shrine of corpse eating. Come on, brother, it's gonna be glorious. Right, in we go. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be quite the feast. We've got quite the collection of people here. My goodness, look at all of this. Are we all the eaters? Yep. Oh, this is going to be a good feast, is it? Wow. Hello, Brother Verulus. And he's going to lay down whilst we get the meal prepped. Oh dear. Hello, Brother Verulus. How are you doing? Feeling good, my dude? Yeah, he's looking good. He's gonna have a grand old time. Well, I guess I have to carve the meal. Oh god. Oh god. But you're the tasty food. Okay, right now I guess I have to have the first bite. His still warm body lies before you. What do you do? Terry the Tiger, you're gonna eat? I think this makes you a brand.
Just eat it raw?
Friend, but,
oh man.
Wow. And there we go. We've just become her newest champion, which is lovely. Oh my goodness. So what does it mean now that we're her newest champion? Well, we get this really cool ring over here called the Ring of Namira. It is a 870 gold valued ring. It increases your stamina by 50 points, and feeding on corpses grants you increased health and health regeneration. An extra 50 health from feasting on a corpse, which is very nice. So there we go, we've done it. So I've made my way back over to Skyrim, and we're going to start the duplicating of our brand new ring, which will give us an additional plus 50 stamina for each time we have it. Right, I now have all of the items I want. I have 8 rings of Namira, about 8 rings of minor health improvement, and 7 amulets of Talos. This is rather good, but it is of course not perfection. No. We need perfection. So in order to do that, we need to wear all of these items at the same time, as well as
how you gonna do that?
No clothes, because Terry likes the fresh air. So in order to wear all of these items at the same time, quite simply get yourself a follower and complete the companion's questline so that you can then be turned into a werewolf. Right, so we're going to talk to Lydia and then transform into a werewolf at the same time. Okay, so there we go. We talk and then we transform, and we're going to simply trade some items to her because guess what? She doesn't really mind that I'm a werewolf. So wabam, I need to trade some things to you. Now make sure you haven't got these items of Talos actually equipped to you, and what we're going to do is quite simply transfer all of the amulets of Talos we have straight on over to Lydia there. They're going to be right into her inventory. Then we're going to hold down the shift key, and this allows us to equip these items directly onto ourselves. So we're going to hold down shift and equip one of these items straight to us. Then we hold down the shift key again and just simply equip all of the items of Talos to ourselves. Job done. Now we're just going to simply...
So now you wearing all of them.
Stop being a werewolf. Fantastic stuff. We've now equipped 7 amulets of Talos simultaneously. Let's just simply wait for ourselves to no longer be a werewolf. Well, bam, we've done it. We're wearing the Amulet of Talos. If we go inside our inventory, we can see that we have 7 Amulets of Talos actually equipped. That's pretty good, but it's not perfect, because surely that means we've only got 1 amulet equipped and then 6 amulets standing next to it. But no, if we go into our active effects, we can actually see that no, we are actually wearing all of these Amulets of Talos at the exact
Skyrim is so
time.
broke.
Consequently, our shouts have been reduced by an absolutely insane percentage, allowing us to use Unrelenting Force at a little bit of a ridiculous speed. Because as you can see, the recharge time is now in the minus numbers, meaning we no longer need to recharge in order to do shouts. It just quite simply goes like so. We do our shout, we do another shout, and then we can just shout again. Ah, perfectly balanced. Right, Lydia, we're going to repeat this process for all of the other items that we're going to start messing about with. Right, I've now repeated this process, and I'm now wearing the Amulet of Talos 7 times, the Ring of Minor Health 7 times, and the Ring of Namira 7 times. However, sadly, due to the way the Ring of Namira's bonus actually fires, because it is a unique item with a unique effect, I'm not actually able to duplicate it infinite quantities of times, which is a shame, but basically we're only wearing 1 copy of it. The results of what we've done now mean that our health is higher than it's ever been before. As you can see, our health is at 240 and our stamina is at 150.
Okay.
We've become harder to kill, and we can now shout very, very hard. Terry the Tiger is more powerful than ever before.
And he's still level 1.
Furry friend, come say hello to your daddy, who is also known as Terry. Right, attack him. Yes, you do hardly any damage. Terry, shout at them. Hit him with a angry shout. Oh my goodness, goodbye, Wolfie boy. Hello there, other Wolfie boy. Goodbye, other Wolfie boy. Oh my goodness, I love shouting. Anyway, the next thing we can do to improve our power is to make our fists stronger, and the only way we can do that is if we somehow manage to grab ourselves a ring to improve our unarmed damage, the odds of which are relatively low. However, there is one shop we can go to, and that is everyone's favorite lovely ring shop. Over to Solitude we go, as we're going to start punching the shopkeepers over.
It's unarmed gloves.
We managed to get ourselves a ring to improve our physical damage. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Terrible Terry, he's found it. He's finally found it. It's a ring of Fortify Unarmed, ladies and gentlemen. I've been punching this NPC to reset their inventory for about the last 2.5 hours, and finally we have ourselves a ring of Fortify Unarmed. This is a ring which fortifies our unarmed damage by 5 additional damage per hit, but I'm sure, as you know, we can duplicate this item, get multiple copies of it, and then wear multiple copies of it. We can turn our fists from being wet, fishy slaps to instead being fists of fury, although given that I suppose with Terry the Tiger, they'd actually be fists of the furry, but you know, either way, it's fine. Anyway, I got to duplicating, and I mass duplicated these rings of
26
damage, and we now have 26 of these bad boys. They are very, very, very powerful, but I need to actually make sure I can wear them all. So we're going to go out into the wider world with Lydia and get to work putting them on, so that we can transform Terrible Terry into Tyrant Terry, destroyer and consumer of worlds. Because if you can consume the taste of Frosty's the cereal, you're going to consume the taste of Terry's fist down your mouth. Unless, of course, you press the like button. That's right, you're being held hostage today by a cat inside a video game with a god complex. That's right. But I don't want to get accused of intimidation, so make sure you go into the comment section and say that you love Terry. That way everyone knows that he's just a sweet, innocent.
If y'all love Terry, put it in the comments and hit the like button, man.
Destroyer of universes who's just simply misunderstood. Right, now let's go turn him into a god. Okay, now we're going to transform Terry into being a god. So in order to do that, we have to take off all of the items that we're wearing pretty much beyond our backpack. And now we're going to talk and transform to Lydia at the same time. And there we go. We nail the process here. We quite simply wait for ourselves to transform. And then we're going to say, hey, Lydia, I need to trade some things with you. So we're going to start by giving her all of our amulets of Talos, all of our Fortify Unarmed rings, all of our rings of minor health, and also one of our rings of Nymeria. Now all we need to do is quite simply take one of these rings and wear it by holding down shift, and we'll do the same for the Fortify Unarmed ring. And we're going to need to manually select this for each and every individual one. It's going to take a little bit to do, but once we've managed to do it, we're going to have a huge amount of power behind us. So it's going to be well worth it. And there we go. I've taken pretty much one of every item. I'm gonna leave Lydia with 1 ring of minor health, 1 Fortify Unarmed ring, and also the rest of the rings of Namira that we can't actually use. So we're just gonna back on out of this menu and wait for a single hour. Now we're going to transform back into human form, and hopefully we're going to be wearing a whole bunch of rings. Now, as we managed to duplicate 26 rings of unarmed damage, and Lydia has 1 of them, that means we have 25 rings that we are wearing that grant us an increase in 5.
That's a lot of rings on all your fingers.
This is an increase in unarmed damage of 125, bringing our total unarmed damage up to about 150, which, as you can imagine, is much higher than any normal weapon in Skyrim. So now that we have the ability to punch a lot of things into the Shadow Realm, it's probably time that we actually give it a go. Now, I suppose one way in which I can test Terry's brand new power is on these Foulmore, which are illegally imprisoning members of Nord society. Oh, well, they really don't like me. I'm going to say, hey, what you doing? They're taking someone to be interrogated. How can they? They've banned Talos and they could do whatever they like. They can't do that. Only Terry could do that. Right, well, we're going to super Terry to the ground. What the hell, Terry? What was that maneuver? That was incredible. Right, let's kill that one, and let's also kill this one. Wabam. We've freed you, Foulmore prisoner. Actually, I want to free you in the truest way possible. I'm going to free you from your mortal form. So,
wow.
Goodbye, human. Oh,
he thought he had a friend.
Terry, never change. Anyway, we're going to go kill a dragon priest because one hides over there. Anyway, we've made it to this dragon burial site where there is quite literally a live dragon and also a dragon priest. So first, let us murder this dragon. Hello there, dragony friend. Now, luckily for you, I have shouts. And unluckily for you, my shouts don't need any time to recharge. So I can just do a full throw and I can punch you. Yes, take this, dragony boy. Oh, yes.
Just stun lock him.
Well, that was a fun
stun lock him with the shouts.
Your gold, and I hope you enjoy evaporating. Anyway, let's go kill a dragon priest that resides inside this coffin. Hello there, Croesus. You look big and scary. Hey, I'm just going to wail on you for a bit. And you know what? I can just perpetually stun lock you whilst Lydia cleans up shop, or I can just punch you myself. Anyway, I will punch you and you're dead. There we go. That's Croesus.
Super stun lock.
He's a pretty cool dude. He's got a fun mask. We can't wear it, of course, because it's light armor, but it's ours now. Anyway, that was an absolute walk in the park. Barely an inconvenience, in fact. Oh my goodness, check it out. There's giants. Oh, real life giants. Hello there. You look so grumpy and angry. Anyway, I need to punch you a bit, my friend. And oh my goodness, you can hit hard. Well, I suppose I can also hit hard, and so can you, so we kind of balance each other out. You appear to have lost your weapon there, giant friend, which of course sucks to be you because I have fists of fury. Look at my cat form go.
Where did his weapon go?
Thank you, lovely giants, for proving to be an interesting adversary. Interesting, of course, in the fact that you do also still die to my immense power and glory. Oh, check it out. It's another dragon. Cool. I wonder if he wants to be my friend. No, he chooses violence. They always choose violence. It's not Terry's fault that everyone chooses violence first. So there we go. We'll just stun lock him, then hit him with a fist of fury, then another fist of fury, and then just, you know, another fist of fury. Oxen, you're out, dragon.
All the fists of fury.
Thanks for your money. Okay, well, this is where the dragon we killed came from, so we can just steal his word power. Okay, we've learned how to do frost breath. Lovely. It has a minus 12 recharge time, which means we can do it, and then we can do it again, and then we can do it again. Well, we now have a ranged attack, so that's good. Oh, and there's a mammoth to test out our new powers on. Frosty attack is looking good. It does have the ability to knock over wolves. They don't seem to like it. We're just gonna start frosting up this mammoth to see how slow we can make him. Anyway, he's quite slow now. We can kind of just walk backwards whilst repeatedly chilling him. Oh my goodness, he can hit us, but that's okay. Oh, his dad's on the way, so we can just slow him down. Anyway, let's punch the mammoth a bit, and the mammoth is dead. His giant friend is very angry, and Terry's now also dead. I suppose that is the problem with building Terry to effectively be a glass cannon. The boy cannot take a hit, but that's okay, because we still love him. Everyone still loves Terry. He might not
Everybody loves Terry,
but he's still impressive, amazing, powerful, and an oddly attractive father figure in his own little way. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the adventures of Terry on his quest to prove that yes, at level 1, without gaining any experience, you can beat Skyrim, provided you're of course willing to exploit the hell out of the game. Dragon, please, I'm trying to have a moment. You're ruining my immersiveness, Dragon. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed watching today's video, then make sure to give it a like, and why not consider subscribing to see more amazing, fantastical, and interesting video game exploits exploits, which allow us to have more fun than any developer ever expected. As always, a massive thank you to all of our amazing YouTube members whose fancy badges you might see down.
Yeah, y'all. So
Money making season and being broke is treason.
that was Can You Beat Skyrim as level 1 by the Spiffing Brit. Like I said, Spiffing Brit is pretty popular YouTuber. He got like 3 million subs. So go sub to him if you haven't already. And sub to me too if you like my reaction to his stuff. And if you like this video, leave a like. And if you like Terry the Tiger, put in the comment that you like Terry the Tiger, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video.